Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you picture the Great Pyramids of Giza, what comes to mind? Towering monuments against a desert sky, right? For thousands of years, they've stood as silent giants, guarding secrets that have puzzled historians and adventurers alike. The biggest question of all, what in the world is actually inside them? We've all seen the movies, booby traps, curses, rooms filled with gold. But how much of that is Hollywood and how much is history? Today, we're going on a virtual expedition. We're going to digitally peel back the layers of these ancient wonders and uncover the truth about what lies within the pyramids. It's a journey filled with pharaohs, incredible engineering, and maybe a few surprises. So, grab your explorer's hat and let's get started. First things first, we need to understand the why. Why build these colossal structures in the first place? The ancient Egyptians had a profound belief in the afterlife. They believed that when a pharaoh died, his soul, or Ka, would journey to a new existence, but it needed a body to return to. This is where mummification came in, but just as importantly, the pharaoh needed a secure and eternal home for his body and all the things he'd need in the next life. The pyramid was more than just a tomb, it was a resurrection machine, a launch pad to the stars and the realm of the gods. The iconic pyramid shape itself is thought to represent the primordial mound from which the Egyptians believed life first emerged, or perhaps the sloping rays of the sun god, Ra, creating a literal stone stairway to heaven for the pharaoh's soul. So, everything inside wasn't just randomly placed, it was part of a sacred, cosmic plan. Let us begin our journey inside the most famous of them all, the Great Pyramid of Giza, built for the pharaoh Khufu around 4,500 years ago. For centuries, the original entrance was sealed and hidden. Today, tourists enter through a lower passage, a forced entry tunnel created long ago. But if we were to use the original sealed entrance, we'd find ourselves in a narrow, descending passage that slopes downwards, deep into the bedrock beneath the pyramid. It's cramped, it's steep, and it leads to a rough, unfinished room known as the subterranean chamber. For a long time, people thought this was a mistake, or maybe the original burial chamber that was later abandoned. But modern theories suggest it might have had a symbolic purpose, perhaps representing the underworld or the chaotic abyss of creation. Imagine being the first to crawl down here thousands of years ago. The complete darkness, the silence, the sheer weight of millions of tons of stone above you. It's an intimidating start to our journey. Now, let's retrace our steps back up the descending passage. Partway up, there's a hidden opening in the ceiling leading to another corridor, the ascending passage. This one is just as cramped and steep as the first, but it travels upwards into the heart of the pyramid. Following this path, the ceiling suddenly opens up dramatically. We've just entered one of the most awe-inspiring spaces in the ancient world, the Grand Gallery. This isn't just a hallway, it's an architectural marvel. It's nearly 154 feet long and soars to a height of 28 feet. The walls are made of polished limestone, angled inwards to create a unique corbelled ceiling that brilliantly manages the immense pressure from the stone above. It's an absolute masterpiece of engineering. The purpose of the Grand Gallery is still debated. Was it simply a grand corridor leading to the pharaoh's chamber? Or did it play a role in the construction, perhaps used to store the massive granite blocks needed to seal the passages after the burial? Whatever its function, standing here, you can't help but feel a sense of reverence for the builder's skill and vision. At the very top of the Grand Gallery, after a small step, a low, short passage leads us to the main event, the king's chamber. This is where Pharaoh Khufu's final resting place was intended to be. The room is stark rectangular and constructed entirely of massive, precision-cut blocks of red granite transported from quarries over 500 miles away. It's slightly bigger than the entrance to the chamber, meaning it must have been placed here during the pyramid's construction, with the room literally built around it. But where is the mummy? Where are the treasures? The sad truth is, the pyramid was likely looted in antiquity, possibly just a few hundred years after it was sealed. All the gold, jewels, furniture, and the mummified king himself were stolen, leaving behind only this empty stone box as a silent testament to what was once here. But the king's chamber isn't the only room we find. Located between the ascending passage and the king's chamber is another, smaller room known as the queen's chamber. The name is a bit of a misnomer, given by early Arab explorers. It was almost certainly not for a queen, as they were typically buried in smaller, separate pyramids. This room is also bare, with a pointed, gabled roof and a niche in one wall. Its true purpose remains a mystery. Some Egyptologists believe it might have been a serdab, a room to house a statue of the pharaoh's Ka, his life force or spirit. This statue would act as a spare body for the soul if the real mummy was ever destroyed. It's a fascinating idea, a spiritual backup plan carved into the very center of the pyramid, and the secrets don't end there. Above the king's chamber, archaeologists discovered 5 hidden relieving chambers. These weren't rooms for people, but an ingenious engineering trick. They are low, stacked chambers with massive granite slab ceilings, designed to redirect the colossal weight of the pyramid away from the flat ceiling of the king's chamber below, preventing it from collapsing. And in 2017, they announced a stunning discovery in the Great Pyramid, a massive, previously unknown void at least 100 feet long, located right above the Grand Gallery. They've named it the Scan Pyramid's Big Void. We have no idea what it is. Is it another Grand Gallery? Is it a structural feature? Or could it be a hidden chamber, still sealed and untouched since the day the pyramid was completed? Scientists also recently confirmed the existence of a hidden corridor just behind the main entrance. The exploration of these new areas is ongoing, and it's thrilling to think that even today, the pyramid is still revealing its secrets. Of course, Giza isn't the only place with pyramids. Earlier pyramids, like the Step Pyramid of Djoser, had a much more complex labyrinth of tunnels and chambers beneath them, a whole subterranean palace for the afterlife. Later pyramids from the Middle and New Kingdoms were often built on a smaller scale, and their internal layouts were simpler. However, their tombs were still filled with everything a person could want. We know this from the rare, intact tombs that have been found, most famously Tutankhamun's. While not in a pyramid, his tomb showed us the sheer wealth that would have been placed inside: golden shrines, chariots, furniture, statues, games, and food. We can only imagine that the contents of a massive pyramid like Khufu's would have been exponentially more magnificent. So, to answer our big question, what is inside a pyramid? It's a combination of complex passages, ingenious architectural features, symbolic chambers, a final burial room, and, once upon a time, immense treasure and the mummified remains of a pharaoh. They are not just empty stone piles, they are intricate, meaningful structures designed to be a bridge between life and eternity. They are a testament to human ingenuity, belief, and our timeless quest for immortality. Even with all we've discovered, the voids and hidden corridors remind us that these ancient wonders haven't given up all their secrets just yet. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey deep inside the pyramids today. It's humbling to think about the people who designed and built these monuments with such precision so long ago. What do you think is in the big void? Let me know your theories down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more mysteries from the ancient world, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.